Taysom Hill and the New Orleans Saints taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an
passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hill looks to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now we get a look at Aaron Rodgers as he gets set to lead this Green Bay Packer offense. Rodgers now in his 17th season in the league, and of course, coming off the MVP trophy.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
A good catch there for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. But last year we saw some bigger catches. The NFL leader in yards per reception in 2020.
A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On play action, now Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 10, 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And able to get this out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hill now to throw. It's brought in by Harris. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give. This is Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Back to throw. Hill. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And Traquan Smith, now in his 4th year from UCF, still expanding his repertoire and finding his way. Makes a nice catch there for a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Hill. He gets it complete to Harris. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Hill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times did we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about does the offense help the defense, does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11 now. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he goes out. It looks like right at the 50.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 1st and 10, Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Hill. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. Going deep here for Stills. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9. Running right, Jones. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UT TSA with a sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Okay, here we go. That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week one, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Hill. Flushed out right. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try the air now with Hill. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
On 1st down, Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Able to fight through one tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hill now operating from the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second and 2. Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Hill. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense set to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period, and that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game, and could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Not much there, only a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Cobb. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Demario Davis. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side with Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 54 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Cobb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Aaron Jones from 6 yards away. And the Packers are back within a score. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Our attention turns back to Taysom Hill and the rest of the Saints offense. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested.
They've got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the 1st half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Hill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Hill. Flush to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
His kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Cowboys who got the win on the road. Ezekiel Elliott, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head up to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Baker Mayfield, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Christian McCaffrey, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3, and right out of the gate they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it at a high level. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 41, Rodgers, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Second and 10.
Now Rodgers. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. He gets away from 1. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Hill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off of play action, Hill. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running with Kamara. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Hill now to throw. He'll buy some time right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the ball. It's a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team to put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
People would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Stills on the jet sweep. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 5 now. Hill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman there to make the grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers and able to find Allen Lazard. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Rodgers completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Rodgers now on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rodgers caught by Cobb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. On play action, Rodgers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Aaron Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On 1st and 10, Hill. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hill finding Harris over the middle.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Hill. Out to his left. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And Jalen Holmes in on the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Rohrwasser now for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Being chased out left. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Kamara. And shedding through the tackle. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Hill eluding the pressure right. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Stills on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now it's Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
2nd and 20.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Cobb. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Hill. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The Saints on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So here we go on 4th. Hill. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried, he's not hit, and somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. David Onyemata picks up his second sack of the afternoon. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Hill on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with if they could have stopped them right there on that down. Now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hill. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Play fake. Hill. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. They snap it on fourth to Hill. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They'll roll him out right. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll go with the keeper. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
They won't, and offensively, your challenge, should you choose to accept it, take care of the football and run out the clock. They can't just go and turtle, as we like to call it, just tuck in and just sit on the ball here. Try and get that 1st down and finish the game off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Green Bay, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.